Hey, my pals, Mike the Gardener, and today is my hashtag collards and cabbage 2024 update video for November 16th, 2024. And as you can see, things did not go well for me. Um, this, and there's a few reasons, and I know the reasons why. And so I'm just going to kind of briefly explain um, what the deal is so that, you know, you don't make the same mistakes I did or whatever. But the first thing is this system died on me. I was gifted this system to do reviews on. It lasted what? Just I grew two things. I grew a ton of lettuce in here, and I tried to grow the cabbage, and it started leaking. So I had to put the tray underneath it. I read other reviews where people said that theirs leaked, so I will not be using this system again. This one was working okay as far as the light, but the pump wasn't working. And this is the one my wife bought for me, and it stopped working. So you can see the lemon balm that the lemon basil I was growing died. And so that's why you don't see any lights on, because none of them work. I unplugged them and I will swap them out for a different system, which is kind of a bummer. So that's issue number one. The other issue is the sponges that came with this, the plants don't like. I took it out of this system because it wasn't having light, and I put it underneath the light, and as you can see, it's just kind of sitting here half dead. And the reason why is the sponges are so dense that the roots won't grow through. So there's no, as you can see, there's no roots. There should be roots already to the bottom of this plant. So that's thing number two. I see my package of seeds fell into the water here, so thanks system for rooting a pack of seeds for me. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on trying with a hopefully better setup. Probably do it in a system that I created. And issue number two is that this time of year we have severe swings in temperature. And so, like, I'll set my house to be 74 degrees. Well, then we'll have like an 80-degree day. And so my house will heat up and get hot. And my house is always, because it's like a stucco house, it always heats up to like 10, 15 degrees hotter than the ambient outside temperature. So it'll get super hot. And then I'll have to like turn the air conditioner on. And it's just like a back and forth. And the next day it'll drop to like 30. So there's huge drastic swings in temperature inside my house. And that also affects the plants. But if you can see here that these were all started at the same time, and you can see I've neglected them, and I'll talk about that in a second. I've completely neglected these, and you can see how big they're doing, being completely, I'll let that one almost dry out of water. And but you can see, like, this was an experiment. This was just simply me to see if I can grow. If the how the seeds were viable, how the plant grew, and that's broccoli rabe, those two, and then there's a broccoli rabe right there. This is my experimental shelf. As you can see here, this is from like December of last year. I was like saving seeds from this plant. This plant is still alive somehow. I don't even have water in this thing. I was going to let it dry out, save the seeds, and then remove it and start from fresh. But it's kind of hilarious to me that the plant is still alive and kicking. Like I don't have anything in there. There's nothing in there. And that's my monkey face pepper. That's not supposed to be growing in a unit this size. And that's, I don't know if you can see the red back there, but that one's growing peppers. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this is my have fun shelf. And I'm going to be redoing this shelf and like 3 other shelves. And of course, I'm going to be replacing these probably with like an Aero Garden. Or a Mufka system, or a Zimhu, one of the other systems that I know works really well. And then the other issue is the reason why I have been neglecting this area over here, and why I wanted to rely on the automatic nature of these instead of, you know, doing the cracky jars, which, you know, the water can get low and you got to refill and stuff, is because I'm replacing flooring and doing all kinds of stuff like that in my house. And so, unfortunately, my man cave is kind of like the dumping ground for supplies. So if we get tiles or whatever, we keep them in in here. And sometimes I can't even get over to my seeds. These are all seeds. Sometimes I can't even get over here in this area. You can see, like, there's my bird feeders and stuff. This is like kind of like, right now it's all kind of like my collect all junk area until I can reorganize everything in here. So that's my the tale of woe, and why right now I don't have anything productive with the collards or cabbage. And so I'm pretty much out of the running, of course, this year. The last update will be November 23rd, and of course it's hosted by Norman's Gardener, Growing Out the Box, and Back to Our Roots. Very awesome channels, and I'll of course put their links up. But yeah, I'm not. But again, I could start something in like a week, you know, show you like the little babies or whatever. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna concentrate on. I'm pretty much done with most of the remodeling, enough to where I can set up my man cave. Like I said, I've got a ton of racks and shelves and things I gotta put up, and I'll show those to show like how simple it is to set up a system. I'll be showing really easy DIY systems of, like, you know, growing in jars. You see, you know, if the sponge had let the roots grow through, I'm pretty sure that this would have worked fine. Like I said, the pump never really worked well on this unit. The light was iffy. I kept having to unplug it, plug it back in. And the biggest issue with these systems is they require you to have a Wi-Fi connection, which is, to me, dumb. Just why? There's no reason for it. It's great that you can use your phone and say, oh, well, you know, turn on this time, turn on that time. But, you know, they give you a screen you can do that on. All that's fine. But with, like, most systems, if the Wi-Fi isn't connected, it still just does its daily on, off, you know, etc. These systems will flash. The light will flash. Just sit here and blink over and over and over again. It'll just blink, 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 and it won't run until it has an internet connection. Okay? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like I said, some people love the convenience of having, you know, control over your system with your phone. To me, that's not important. And the benefits do not outweigh the annoyance of having, like I said, this system. Like I said, I could unplug and replug it back in, and it would temporarily restart until it stopped. It just died, completely dead. This one, like I said, was I'd unplug it, plug it back in, and it would regain its connection and work for a while, and then not. And I have gigabit internet. I have super strong internet in my house, so it's not like the internet can't reach it or anything. I've got a Wi-Fi connection like right here, so odd. I mean, I have no explanation for it, but this one lost its internet connection, and again, it does not run while it's not connected. The light will just flash, and that is very irritating. I don't know why they set up that way, but that's, you know, their system. Hopefully they'll improve it. If they do, they can contact me, and maybe I'll give them another shot. But right now I'm very unhappy because it killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plants. Some of it's my fault for, you know, I'm sure I could have pulled them out, put them somewhere else, you know. But again, I couldn't get over to this area, and that's why I was relying on filling up the tanks, setting the timer, letting it go. And if any other systems that I use, that would not have been a problem. But with these, it was a big problem. All right, again, I am not giving up. I will be using other methods of growing cabbages and collards over the winter, because I really like the challenge. I've also been challenged to perhaps grow sugar baby watermelons inside if I get rid of my Paul Robeson tomato, and we'll see. So it's always fun. I enjoy growing inside, even though there's sometimes it can be frustrating. But hopefully, when I get the new system set up and I drop some seeds, hopefully I will be able, because I grew fine outside. I can grow cabbage and collards outside fine, but I want to grow some inside. That's going to be my challenge, and I think it'll be fun. All right, any comments or questions, leave in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.